Warning: Dallas Cowboys fandom is known to cause extreme emotional distress, anxiety, and difficulty comprehending reality. The following video contains content of an addictive nature. Consumption of this content by fans and haters alike may lead to repeated viewing. Fan responsibly.
That looks pretty responsible there.
Fashionably late, if I may say so myself.
Oops. Wasn't me. Definitely was both of them and not me.
It was all three of us, honestly. We had some Sam difficulties, we had some technical difficulties, but we are here.
I told Chad it was Sam, but
oh, thanks for
I love
telling the truth. I'm just kidding. Well, we're off to a great start already. If you're new here, please and thank you for joining us. We're happy to have you. As always, guys, happy Friday. We are the Star We Are. I'm Slam and Sammy.
I am Landry's Legend.
I am Jimmy J's Hair. We are the Star We Are, like Sammy said. Are you? If you're not, you can be. We do have, look, some loyal people in the chat right now, some loyal watchers. We've got the Star You Are member right here in the chat with us live, our first full-on member right here watching with us tonight. We just became YouTube partners. Thank you guys so much. Super special, means a lot. So hang out with us, enjoy this awesome show. We've got a good game plan for you. And let's get with it. We're going to kick things off. It's only right that we do so. It's the name of the game, kickoff. We're going to do that. We're going to give you some updates. We do have a couple really exciting ones. Guys, listen, I don't want to give them away yet. We'll go right to it. Sammy's going to tell us the news, right? Who's making Pro Bowls? Do they Pro Bowls matter anymore? What's going on with the teams in the Super Bowl? Who's gotten hired so far since we were with you last week, so on and so forth. Get the good news here. Some Super Bowl shocker stories, right? Some crazy ones. There are some crazy ones out there. I don't know if what's the craziest Super Bowl you remember? Craziest halftime show, craziest moment, maybe there was a streaker across the field. What do you remember? We're going to talk about it. Then we're going to have our own halftime where we'll remind you to fan responsibly. And one of my favorite segments, we got to bring it back, Coaching the Fan. It's back. We are going to tell you how to do it. Coaching the Fans playoff edition. And then we're going to talk about the Pro Bowl full on. Who's in it? What does it mean? Is it fun anymore? So on and so forth. 2-minute spiel. I believe I did it last Friday. I think it's Landry's turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's on me.
It definitely. Okay.
Hey, that definitely sounds like he's ready.
You heard that? He says definitely on me, like he wrote it down and was prepared. So let's kick this show off, guys.
The kickoff.
Whoop! Still one of my favorite touchdowns.
But it's impromptu. You can only prepare so much.
You can. It's still one of my favorite touchdowns. Sam's reaction to it. We always catch her watching the play, so we love it there. Promo code TSWA get you 15% off of some Cowboy Revolution apparel company. Now listen, don't know how long this promo code is going to last. You got to act fast if you want some cool gear. If you want to revolt this offseason against your Dallas Cowboys, then you can get some Cowboy Revolution apparel company merch. 15% off with promo code TSWA. Also, to be prompt and not behind and not late like the three of us, make sure you take that W. You can get 10% off that W with promo code TSWA as well. It's really good. They've got all the drinks, the gummies, the good stuff. And so get some discounts there. Use the right letters. It's only 4 letters, guys. It's 4 letters. It's about 30 seconds until we get this show started. And it's only about 2 more seconds until Landry starts that intro. Welcome to the Star We Are.
I'm a fan of the Star We Are.
What's up, everybody? I'm Super Cowboy.
And I'm Princess Angie, and you are tuned in.
Hi, this is Jane Slater, and you are listening to...
I'm Jess Navarez, and you're watching The Star We Are.
If you're not following them, you are not fanning responsibly.
Plugged in and switched on. This is The Star We Are, live.
Y'all heard the man. If you are not following, you are not fanning responsibly. It is Team Fan Responsibly in the building. You see Slam and Sammy on your screen. You see Landry's Legend on your screen. You see Jimmy's J in your face every day. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for watching. We've got a good show lined up. We got some quick updates. Put it on your calendar, guys. February 20th, right? I know some of y'all wanted to hear February 14th because, like, you're going to say, Jimmy, are you going to ask us out?
Updates.
I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not going to ask you out on February 14th, but I am going to ask you to tune in on February 20th. Why? Cowboys legendary defensive tackle Tyrone Crawford in the building. Can you imagine? I mean, he's here, he's back. He's in a major edition. Listen, the lab we were going to have him on, and he got froze over. Like he got stuck. You guys know the winter storm just happened, so it happened to him. It happened to all of us. Hopefully, you guys made it through, made it safe. But yeah, you can become a member, super chat with us, hang with us. Like we said, Tyrone Crawford coming on. Also, this offseason, a couple very, very special guests. No confirmations yet, but this offseason is actually going to be an offseason to remember for the Star We Are. We've got 2 guests that are pretty much confirmed, but not confirmed, and I won't say the names yet. It's going to be huge. So just again, tune into everything we got going on. I believe that's it. Just the Tyrone Crawford show. Obviously, we'll be here with you every Friday, and we've got a new mock draft video coming out where Landry and I are going to rate and rank all the different mock draft simulators. So that'll be fun. I believe that's it. We can go with the news. Ooh, we got a mic blowout. Do y'all hear that? If you guys hear puppies in the background. Okay, good. Let us know in the chat if we're good on the mics. Sammy says it all.
Hello. As you guys know, I am very late. I am very sorry. I know I promised last week to have it together this week. Life happens. Can you hear me? Oh, I thought you said I was muted. Okay, oops. Anyway, life happens and I'm running very behind today, so I am sincerely sorry, but I tried to scoop up the best quick news I could get for you. Couple things that really shocked me. We'll find out. I'm gonna save the best for last, so pardon me while I get over all the other franchise boring stuff that doesn't have to do with the Cowboys. First things first. These work. My thing is broken. Okay. Some big things happened in the league the last couple days. Couple big things for the Cowboys too. Depends on who you ask. Big enough for me. Anyways, February 8th, Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Patriots. Congratulations to the Seahawks. I think this is going to be a really good game, and I can't wait to see what happens. There's finally a coach that was ready to deal with the Browns. I mean, work with the Browns. I mean, coordinate, whatever.
Wow.
Make the Browns work, I guess I should say.
We see what you did there. We see that.
I mean, but actually Davis. Oh, wait. Where'd it go? No, I lost it. Oh, they hired Ravens offensive coordinator Tad Monken as their head coach. Now, I've seen controversial reviews on that, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I just think at this point, if you're finding somebody that's ready and willing to start all over with the Browns, that's awesome. He also made a comment stating that he was excited to work with Shador, so I read. Like I said, I called them their QB, so we'll see what happens this next season. It feels weird celebrating. I don't support the Browns. I just want to make that clear, but God knows I love Shador.
You're a Players fan. We understand. You're not a Titans fan. You're just a Tony Pollard fan. You're not a Browns fan. You're just a Shador fan. Yeah, we understand. You're not a Panthers fan. We know you actually despise them, but you're a Bryce Young fan.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I'm just such a softie for all these skilled players that deserve more credit. Anyways, back to the news. Bills had a fun time finding theirs. They promoted Joe Brady to head coach after firing Sean McDermott. I know a lot of you can believe that happened and were expecting it. I myself was not. Broke a lot of the players' hearts. So on to the next thing. Titans are, speaking of the Titans, they're hiring Brian Daboll as the next offensive coordinator with Robert Saleh. Not sure who their defensive coordinator was, but not Cowboys don't care. Next thing here. Let's see here. Mike McCarthy back in Pittsburgh. He seemed happy about it. His family seemed happy about it. He did good for us. I don't wish the best for the Steelers when it comes to that, but I'm happy for them all. Let's see here. Jesse Minter for the Ravens. A lot of this is old, has already been talked about. So, and then there's one name on there that I am not going to talk about, but he's the new Falcons head coach. Anyways.
What's his name, Sam? What's his name?
What
Say
did I
it.
say the last time I said it wrong? Kevin. I don't know. Kevin freaking
It
Stefanski.
would,
Yeah.
The
it would,
fancy pants.
Scafancy is how it came out.
Stefanski. That's what it is. That's how you just know I
love
don't
it.
like the name. I'm missing something here. Okay. So this kind of shocked me earlier. I was very surprised to read about it, and of course my link went away. I'm gonna get it pulled back up here, but the Seattle Seahawks are going to go up for sale after their Super Bowl. Yes. So,
Maybe we
I
could
was trying
pool
to
our
do.
money together.
Yeah. How much does the price go up if they win? Landry said we should pull our
I'm
money together.
scared. Yeah, right. Let's go buy them. Let's go.
I got
Let's go
$10 on
own
it.
D-Law. So in 2018, the former owner Paul G. Allen actually passed away. He also his estate also owned the Portland Trailblazers as well, and he was a Microsoft co-founder. Sorry, all these things in here I feel like are need to know information. Let me see. I've already said it. So his family pretty much said in a statement for the Paul G. Allen estate, didn't deny the rumors that the team will be up for sale. They said, "We've already said that will change at some point per Paul's wishes, but I have no news to share. Our focus right now is winning the Super Bowl and completing the sale of the Portland Trailblazers in the coming months." Confirmation right there. The Seahawks are now beyond a date where a sale would have triggered a sharing of 10% proceeds to the state of Washington. So I'm wondering if that means they now get to claim it all. I don't know. I'll find out more about that for the next week. The last time so if they are put up for sale and everything goes as it's saying it will, they will be the first time in the Super Bowl era that an entire team that played in the championship will get put on the market shortly afterwards. The last time it happened was in 1991, where Preston Robert Tisch purchased 50% of the champion New York Giants. So we're just going to have to see what happens here. On to the really good news that real quick. It is estimated to be anywhere from $7 billion to $8 billion, guys. So if we want to buy this, we have to get serious like yesterday.
Yeah, and the Cowboys get valuated at about $8 billion, I think, most recently, which tells you if they sold it would be 20.
That's crazy. Still number one in some places. Whoop whoop.
I said I had 10 on it. I don't. I no longer have 10 on it. I'm out.
Hey, 10 something. An exciting thing that happened was I was so happy to share is that CeeDee Lamb is now going to be in the Pro Bowl, which now makes it his 5th straight selection for him. And also the other ones. Oh, just kidding. But this roster, we have 8 total selections to the 2026 Pro Bowl games. With featuring a mix of original picks and late additions, but this also ties for their franchise record of last year with 8 players in the Pro Bowl as well. So awesome for 8 of us to keep going. Hopefully we continue to get that more. I did have a little bit more information about that, but we're going to talk about it later. So I'll save that for then. Some other replacements we've seen. Shador Sanders, which sparked a lot of controversy, is coming to the Pro Bowl, but he is replacing Drake May. And the wonderful Joe Flacco is going to come in, and he is going to cover for Josh Allen. Josh Allen seemed fine after the season. I was unaware of it, but he actually had broken a bone in his right foot and had surgery. He should be ready for OTA, so nothing really to worry about there. But that's why that replacement happened.
And Joe Flacco was the next closest replacement?
They're questioning Shador, and they're questioning Joe Flacco. I think I'm happy for Joe Flacco because this is probably his last big go, and he's probably done. So why not finish with a bang? Question mark. I don't know, but that's the quick, short, floppy, but good news I have for you guys today. Woo!
No, I listen. We're gonna have to talk about it. We're gonna wait till we get to the Pro Bowl segment to really, really dive into the Pro Bowl news that you gave us there. You're not happy at all for Scafancy Pants that he got another head coach job?
The only thing I'm happy for is that it was for a team like the Falcons. They weren't very good at it. I mean, no offense. They were on a downward spiral anyway, so why not just drop down to the ground, you know?
So which quarterback is he going to help digress over there?
As far as I know, Penix, I've heard, not a lot about I've more heard of Twitter speculation of people than anything newsworthy about Kirko Chains starting instead or
Kirko Chains.
growing with the team. I will never not call him
like
Kirko Chains. I love that nickname.
It's a good one. It's a fun one. Yeah. So I think the Ravens got a good hire and mentor. That's going to be good. McCarthy in Pittsburgh. Are we going to see one more McCarthy Rodgers year? Or do you think Roger hangs it up now that McCarthy's there or tries to go somewhere else? Because remember, I don't know. It'll be weird.
I can't see them staying together.
I don't see it happening. And they hired McCarthy, so that means Aaron Rodgers is definitely out of the building. If
I didn't even think about that. So. That's true.
Because remember they got, it was pretty sour over there when McCarthy split. That was one of the reasons they got him up out of there. Anyway, good news. Well, like I said, we're going to talk about the addition to the Super Bowl or to the Super Bowl to the Pro Bowls here in just a little bit. We do have to talk about some Super Bowls. Is that what's next, Coach? Where we at in this little lineup of ours?
Yeah.
Some
super little unknown. Some more known than others. Just all kinds of Super Bowl novelties.
This is going to be a fun segment. This is going to be my favorite part. And listen, guys, you have to bear with Jimmy. If you hear some puppies in the background, my golden retriever did just have puppies, and to keep them away from the other dogs, we're nursing them in the studio. So go figure, right? But you know what? Jimmy makes sacrifices. That's what I do. I'm an animal lover. All right. Anyway, Super Bowl 38. If my Roman numeral math is correct there, if I believe that's right, 38, 2004. February 1st, you got Tom Brady. You got the Carolina Panthers. Tom Brady is dialing it up. He's throwing it around. It's a fun game where everybody's enjoying it. Everybody's watching. The refs are making all the calls they need to for Brady. I'm just playing. No, I'm just joking. No, but we're not here to talk about that. Not this 2004, not this February 1st, not in Houston. We're here to talk about the halftime show. And you guys might remember the performers. Sam, you've probably heard of them. Good old Janet Jackson, little Justin Timberlake.
Is this the one? This is what I'm thinking of, is it?
This is the one. Oh, you mean the one where they were just putting on a good little pop show on the stage and it was just a fun little halftime Super Bowl? Is that? Or you're talking about the one where Justin Timberlake went completely R-rated and did the unthinkable?
You might be onto my mindset there. Yeah, I thought a boob fell out, and that's exactly what I was going to say.
Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh in this microphone. The guy went crazy. Some people think it was staged. Some people think that he just did it on the fly because he knew the costume was made that way. She had like a certain ring around the areola area. Like it was just like,
why did she have a sticker, covering? That's how she,
That's true. That's weird. That's very, very weird.
It's just strange. It's like, why? We're at the Super Bowl. It's a family event, right? It's football. We're all sitting around watching. Everybody in America sitting around watching the Super Bowl, and we just got to whip a boob out. Now, listen, nobody on this panel is a boob hater. We support them every October.
Yes, sir.
It's
just not in that fashion, like
just not like that at a family event. What are we doing, guys? Anyway. That was a shocker for me. That was one that sticks in the brain, not because it was Janet Jackson topless or anything. It was because it was just crazy. Story number 2. We had to keep it Cowboys related. Are you guys hearing any reverb on the mic, or is that just me and my headphones?
I don't hear anything.
I hear it too, but I can understand everything you're saying.
You can hear it just fine. Okay.
Now you sound way better than you just
way
did.
better than I just did. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to try to keep it there. So we're having some technical difficulties today. This is Thomas Hollywood Henderson. Okay, he's a Super Bowl champion. He's a fun locker room guy. He's always, he dresses to impress. He's always having a good time, having fun, making people laugh. As you can see here in the locker room, he's hanging out. Look at these boots. Look at the smile on the guy's face. Look at the next smile. Show us the next picture of Thomas Hollywood Henderson here. Let's just get to know Thomas Henderson's personality. Look at this big smile. Just a guy having fun, living the dream, playing in the NFL for the Dallas Cowboys, going to the Super Bowl, and snorting cocaine during the game on the sideline. I'm not joking when I say this. He played like a monster. He played like an absolute animal. Some of the commentators during the game even said he was playing like a man on fire. Little did they know he was playing like a man on cocaine. So when they asked him post game, he responded with, "What?" So it was just I don't I don't know if there's a bigger shocker to you guys, but Sam, what do you think? Did you know that Thomas Henderson did some cocaine on the sideline of the Super Bowl?
I mean, I've heard of crazy things happening on the sideline, but not cocaine.
Okay,
Like, I
water.
mean,
Michael's secret
I
stuff.
It
Something like
was.
that.
It was actually in a little
I
water
feel
bottle,
like
injecting it up the
Eeh.
nose.
Did he vomit? Like, was he seen visibly getting sick on the sideline? Like, I feel like he would just want to throw up.
He had a couple sacks. I know that.
Ew. Probably
That's
bad
all
for his brain.
That's all
too.
Jerry.
He was a great player at first. I think he was a first round draft pick for us, whose career got derailed because of stuff like that. Because he was a highly talented player. No.
So why did he have to do that if he already had the skill? I'm gonna dig into this and see if there's any
Addiction,
backstory. If
please
he has
do.
done it any more games before that,
Oh,
like
they
if he did
said
in the championship game.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of famous. You'll find a lot about him.
Listen, if you're bold enough and brave enough to go ahead and pull out the white powder water on the sideline in the Super Bowl, I don't see how you weren't probably just doing it all season.
Is that why
But
he was a first round pick? Was he on it the whole time? Like, I mean, not trying to dog on him, but
mhm.
I feel like you wouldn't just do it once for a game. But
He needs to have
I
a talk
don't
with Rick
know.
James. You'd have to ask Rick James about that. Cocaine is a
Rick
hell of a drug.
James, trick.
It's all right, let's not get carried away. So you want to dig into this story, Sam? I actually think you're going to want to dig into the next story even more. Now, listen, this young man's name. This young man's name is Barrett Robbins. Anybody in the chat ever heard of Barrett Robbins? Hands up. Let me get hands up in the chat for if you ever heard of Barrett Robbins. You probably hadn't. Now, he was an important player, right? He went to the Super Bowl. This is a Super Bowl story. So he was in the Super Bowl, right? Well, yes and no. So he was a very important player because let me just ask you, the center, right? As you look at this next photo, he was snapping the ball for the team going to the Super Bowl. That's a pretty important position. That's a pretty important thing that you have to do, especially in the Super Bowl. You made it all the way there. Now, Mr. Robbins had other plans. He's going to Tijuana, not to the Super Bowl. He'll go to Tijuana. Now, he's not sure. Nobody can contact him. He hadn't called nobody. He's not even sure why, well, as we get to the end of the story, why he wanted to walk around the streets and just test out some restaurants, just go hang out, just spend the day in Tijuana. So they're like, all right, well, for sure he's going to come back. I mean, it's not, it's just around the corner. It's just right over there in Mexico. He'll be back. He's going to make the Super Bowl, right? Oh, no. Nightclubs got him hanging out. He's spending all night there. He's not coming back. He's not leaving Tijuana. Dude missed the Super Bowl. He said, I'm out. I'm checking out. I'm done. And when they finally, now some speculate, now before we get to this next image here, some speculate that it was, he had a like a brain lapse, like he had a bipolar problem and just literally forgot, like, oh my God. Some say that when he got back, he was like, hey, do y'all remember winning the Super Bowl, as if he had played in it? Right. So some speculate he was just going to he had a mistress in Tijuana. I don't know what the case is, but once he got back, there are reports. Now, this isn't coming from me, but there are reports that he told someone, I'll be damned if I was caught dead at a Shania Twain halftime show.
No way.
Yep, I'm gonna tell you that he said, no, I'm not doing it, because no, that's completely, I just made that up. Look, I love it.
Oh
when I
my
get it with
gosh.
that.
I was about to say, how can someone disrespect Shania Twain like that? You fooled me. I've been so invested in this. You got me. You got me good.
Well, so listen, the story is real. The dude missed the Super Bowl and went to Tijuana. There's still speculation as to why.
Okay, did they win? Who did he play for?
It was the
Oakland
Raiders.
is who he played for in the photo. I'm not sure if that's who we went to the Super Bowl.
It was the Buccaneers, I believe, is who they played, but the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl.
Oh, and he was gone. There's no way that
gone.
dude didn't like cry a little bit about it later.
Yeah.
And thought they had played.
And come back talking about we won the Super Bowl.
He went to Tijuana. So when did he go missing? Do you know?
The morning of.
The morning of.
The coach realized he wasn't on the
like
bus,
media week and things like that. Before.
I was gonna say.
I could have imagined if he had been there for 2 or 3 days and then lost track of days and went some bender. But
this was back when they weren't parking the players themselves. They would still roll the team bus because they were obviously playing at a neutral location. So the team buses would roll into the arena, the whole bus, and he wasn't on it that morning. Just went to Tijuana.
I feel like you guys talk about a brain lapse. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny.
I know.
But I feel like that is something you would do if you feel like you already won. Like, what if I don't know?
Yeah, like he felt they played the game the day
Why
before.
do you
Right,
feel
because he
that
said,
way?
"Do you
and he
remember
went to party.
winning?" or something like that. Like, what if he literally? I don't know. I
But you
can't
didn't talk to nobody
comprehend not
that much.
wanting to play in the Super Bowl. I
Listen,
don't even know how to play football, and I'd want to play in the Super Bowl. Like, come on.
I'm not fathoming.
that's a story you can look deeper into because I'm not ridiculing the guy. Like I said, obviously it was a joke about him not wanting to see Shania Twain at the halftime Super Bowl. I don't want to get that out there and people be like, y'all hear what Jimmy said about Barrett? No, we're not going to do that. But yeah, look into that one for us, Sam, because for real, maybe, with all joking aside, before we move to this next segment, because we are serious around here, and for our guy number 94, we will not forget, we will always remember, he will always live with us, MK94 for life, forever, and remember to tell someone, ask the questions, reach out, talk, ask your friends if they're in need. If you feel like you're in need, you ask a friend, with all seriousness, because who knows, this guy might have just had, like you said, Sam, a serious brain lapse and just was like, oops. I thought we already played and everything, and who knows?
It's hard to fathom. You just missed the Super Bowl.
You missed the Super Bowl.
Right.
And yeah, as a starter,
And
like you said.
also, oh, sorry, Landry. I was just gonna say, you talk about, of course, don't be afraid to ask for help, but don't be afraid to admit something is wrong either. You don't
100%.
have to ask to tell somebody that something's wrong. Just
Yeah.
get it out,
That's right.
please.
Yeah, shout it out for real. Listen, make it be heard. That's
Yes.
right. For sure. All right. Well, I believe that's the first half of the show.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken. So make sure, if you're watching with us, just first off, look in the mirror, give yourself a hand, call yourself a G, tell yourself you're a superstar, because you're hanging with the right gang tonight. And we don't do gang in that kind of way. We're the good kind. Hashtag team give back. Hashtag team fan responsibly. You can fan responsibly by smashing the like, the subscribe, turning on your notifications, following us all three individually and collectively on all your socials. Slam and Sammy, Landry's Legend, Jimmy J's Hair, the star we are. Are you? Now, we've got to the point where I told Landry I'm going to have some kind of word of advice or a little story or a little tip or something at halftime, right? We're going to start doing halftime where it's a little more meaningful. And so I've got something here, and I want to know. I'm going to check everybody here. First person to say it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But my two co-hosts, who's this for?
Bunnix.
Got it. Good job, Lynch.
As soon as you said that, I knew.
They should be going to the Super Bowl, and his team is not. The entire Broncos organization. This today is for all of them, because remember, without a Jared Stidham fumble at the 12-yard line, that sets up the only touchdown that Drake May scored, which I told you guys he was going to struggle. And without that fumble at the 12, he doesn't even get in the end zone all day.
I was shocked.
Crazy.
I mean, given the weather was bad, I know that's no excuse because they know how to play it, but oh my gosh, I was like, I was way wrong. I was absolutely way wrong.
Yeah, well, it happens. So I'm going to have to remove my puppy here in a second. But we get then our next segment is what we got. What are we coaching the fans now?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it.
I think we'll be ready for it. Yeah, let's see. Let me get that.
This is
ready
my
because
favorite.
We're just gonna get it started right up. Let me let's give him just a second to get the dog out of the room because I don't want him to miss anything.
Heck yeah, I'm excited for this. February 8th is coming up quick.
So this is going to be a Coaching the Fans compilation of, I think, all but one. The people who lost and took it either hilariously or, pretty well or with a grain of salt. Anyways, took it in a good way and like you say, fan responsibly, hopefully. Oh, hang on. See, we don't. Give me just a second. We have to be able to hear that.
Yes, this was a huge letdown. This was my Christmas present, and I got a loss.
Oh, you probably would have rather had Cole, huh?
Yeah, probably. I'm feeling two things. A, I want A.J. Brown packing his bags, and I want him somewhere else that is not here. And I also want Kevin Petullo flipping burgers at, like, the local McDonald's or something. I don't care.
Come on, kid. Oh, this is Sam.
I'm scared.
This is tough.
I missed the kick.
Oh,
He's invested.
he is hurt.
Little man can't do it. It's not fine, Mom.
Lose.
That's tough. I feel you, kid.
I feel so bad. Kid knows his ball.
Until next fall. And Lamar Jackson, good on your mom.
That's not funny, but
You're Hawk Bassett. That was awesome.
This guy suited all the way up. He has helped it, but he missed.
He missed it. This was on number 8. This wasn't even on.
that's a flag.
That's
Just kidding.
that's a good call.
This guy.
That is me every game. Not the fan, but that excitement.
I'm the greatest Steelers fan of all time. All time. Are you kidding me?
Say, are you? Stop it. It took me a second to realize.
That's what I'm talking about.
He does a discount double check for Aaron Rodgers.
I love it.
Oh my God.
We're never going to the Super Bowl in my lifetime. I'm never experiencing happiness.
Don't, girl, don't.
This poor child.
For the end zone.
Incomplete.
Complete.
That was great.
Watch his season just ended. He does a good job.
Oh.
He just collects himself. Dang it.
Does he?
Dang it.
Does he collect himself?
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding. He kept
You
it
know
together
what,
pretty
though?
well.
That guy went through that at the very end of the game. We went through that against his team 2 playoffs ago.
In the
2
first
playoff
quarter.
years ago.
Quarter. Yeah.
Every possession. Yeah, every time they had the ball, we went through that. So, I don't even feel bad for him. That last one. Now the kid, that was tough. He missed the kick for his team.
Okay. He's hard. Oh man.
Meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers' closet super fan is over there with the
And
with an
if
actual
only you can
fan
see,
blowing the.
not only is it a jersey, listen, he has pads on. He's got knee pads.
Right.
Essentially, he's got a high school helmet on, I believe. So I think he's basically got his high school unit on with the Ravens jersey, and yeah, he's out there kicking.
Mom killed it though. Of course, they're gonna know who you're on one day. You're Hawk Bassett, for goodness sake.
You're Hawk Bassett.
I want to see if Lamar reached out or anything. Like, I know he's hurting too, but Lamar's
That
so
would
good
be
at reaching
cool.
out to the
He
fans
is.
that care.
I mentioned that, I think, to myself when I was watching it for the first time, that I figure it got big enough. I think it had a couple million views that some Baltimore Raven probably responded.
I would imagine, yeah.
Probably
A letter
Marlon
from-
Humphrey. I
And
feel
I,
like
and I
he's
think
a
there's
good-
one that was missing.
Humphrey's a good dude.
I had another one that was. I think I didn't want to put 2 of anybody, but I had a Green Bay fan. Where I think his significant other was just recording him. He just went outside and was sitting in the snow. He had his cheese head hat on and everything. Just sat out on the bench for a little while. So tough to take the playoff losses, but most of those either took it pretty good or as best you.
They
can.
did. No,
I don't know, man. That girl crying on the floor is just relatable. I mean, she did it very responsibly,
Yeah, she dropped a
but
couple F-bombs at Bo Nix, but that's one of those like crime of passion thing, right?
yeah. No, I love it. That was, yeah.
And I'm sure she knows Bill's history, which is, when it comes to coaching the Vans, I'll give my coaching advice here. That is the one time, if you're a Bills fan, I'll allow the F-bomb. I'll allow the F-bomb still being under the guidelines of fanning responsibly in their scenario, just because that team, which I'm sure she knows the history of, Sam, 4 straight Super Bowl parties, and they lost all of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. I
And
mean,
now
I know. I didn't remember.
Never
And
get
now
to
this-
experience happiness in my life.
I'll never. And she's probably right, because look at this run they've been on with one of the super
She's
quarterbacks
watching
of the
them.
league.
She's watching them,
And they're just on the brink over and over and over every year. They win one. They're the only team that I think has won a playoff game in the last 4 years in a row.
And this was supposed to be their year because no Joe Burrow, no Patrick Mahomes.
Right. The AFC was wide open. They got
yeah.
out
Lamar wasn't. Yeah, they weren't. Winning 13 or anything like that. It was. they've had a tough go of it. They like you said, they've been more on the verge than us the whole time.
Yeah.
When we were going 12-5, they were even more legitimately considered Super Bowl contenders,
Right.
And not.
Yeah, and I said it wrong. They weren't outed by the Patriots. Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. Denver's the one who beat them, but Denver should have been the rightful Super Bowl representatives for the AFC.
Yeah, I do feel bad forever dogging on Jarrett Stidham because dude played a heck of a game for not playing in like 789 days or something like that.
It's so crazy too because it was toward the end of the game there. And I even said, Landry probably remembers me saying, like, on the play where Bo Nix gets hurt, I literally said, oh, yeah, let's roll our quarterback out for no reason and get him hurt at the end of the game.
Let me pull the chat up here. What's Kyle talking about?
And that's they're supposed to be in the Super Bowl. That's tough. I can't get over it. Where's my
hopes that Seattle wins for one reason.
What reason is that?
Second cousin on his mom's side is a Patriots fan, and he always talks mess about the Cowboys.
You get what you get. Yeah,
you just got to find some reason, right? If you're not truly, you're not terribly invested in.
And shout out Cowboys fan 92. He did get all 4 teams correct in our predictions
in that divisional round.
Yes, he did. He was right on every game. Shout out. He did that. I was all wrong. I think every team I called lost that weekend.
I think
Houston went down. The Rams went down. Yeah, I think you got 2 or 3 of them right. I think Landry was 50%. I didn't get none of them. But hey, what happens?
It's the fun of football.
It is.
Or the heartbreak, whatever side.
Well, in the fun of football. Speaking of fun, that's a great segue, Sam, without even trying. See, you're such a natural at this. Fun. Is that all the Pro Bowl is anymore? Is fun?
Close to it.
And I'm going to start this segment off by saying, and we'll get this wrapped up for you guys pretty soon. I've got family in town and stuff. But listen, man, the Pro Bowl means something. All my life, we've given guys legacy status and legacy points based on how many Pro Bowls you've been to, how many All-Pros you got. 6-time Pro Bowler used to mean something. 5-time Pro Bowler used to mean something. And listen, CeeDee Lamb being a 5-time Pro Bowler this year, I'm not saying he's not a Pro Bowl caliber player, but CeeDee Lamb did not make the Pro Bowl this year. You know what I mean? Like as far as what it takes to make the Pro Bowl.
When it comes to kind of referring to my headline and by my byline here, Shador's in, top players are out. That's the reason CeeDee Lamb is in, because someone makes the Super Bowl, and therefore they're not, they don't go anymore. Anyone who makes the Super Bowl, that never happens.
You go kind of next man on the list, right?
You go,
that kind of hurt.
You generally go next man on the list. Maybe he wasn't exactly next. Maybe you could come up with another receiver who they may have talked to first, who didn't, want to do it. But his is legitimate in that that happens every year. Someone like him gets in, because of something like that. Shador Sanders for who's he replacing? Drake May.
Yeah.
Who was next on the list? It wasn't Shador.
Him.
There has to be
7 touchdowns,
names on the
10
list.
interceptions in like 7 games. So again, not to talk about the future of Shador's career, but now he has a rookie Pro Bowl on his resume. And
right.
He wasn't a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Right. If we're just gonna leave the Pro Bowl status as is, and it says on his resume he went to the Pro Bowl as a rookie, that's gonna sound great. And while he didn't play bad, right? He played on a bad team and he only played 7 games. Right. He got 1 touchdown per game. Yeah, he threw some picks. Communication between him and the receivers. He wasn't playing with the ones, not even in camp or any of he's out there playing with the 2s and 3s for a lot of training camp and all that. So the miscommunications, the not on the same page stuff, I'm sure that was all over the place. Under no circumstance am I going to say Shador played bad. I'm still confident that he's going to be one of the better quarterbacks in his draft class. But boy, he didn't make a pro. You're not a Pro Bowler, Shador.
Not yet.
Flag football got introduced a couple years ago, and because they don't even play that 100%, I'm not too interested in that. The really only thing I'm interested in, I'm not exactly sure because they change it year to year at this point, is skill competitions. That's really what I want to see. Yeah. I just want to see skill competitions like the NBA does with the All-Star game. The passing through and the dribbling, kind of the little gauntlet thing they run with point guards now. They always had the 3-point competition and the dunk contest. Those are the things. The long throw. I wish I had prepared some videos from some like early 2000s Pro Bowls when they just about had it. the way it was supposed to be. Really, they did. I just think it was a 2-day event where they did all the skills. And
They did some little skill stuff, and then
that
they played
was
the game.
the best thing to watch.
Yep.
I don't know, what can they do to improve the Pro Bowl? Make it after the Super Bowl. Make it 2 weeks after the Super Bowl. Give everybody time to chill out and stuff.
Yeah.
And then maybe some Super Bowl players will still come play.
I don't know. I mean, the way I see it, like, I don't know. I do want the old Pro Bowls like you guys do, but I feel like they are, I don't know. They are really protective of the players now. I mean, with the Guardian caps, with making them stay out for everything. And I feel like they're just trying to keep the people they pay millions and millions of dollars of safe. But that's not what they want. That's not what we want. So it's more of a, I feel like, a money side than an enjoyment side.
Right.
It definitely is. It's the investment part.
I don't want the game back. You know, when they used to play the game itself, because it got completely outrageous with kind of similar to the NBA All-Star Game. It's the worst part of the NBA weekend. The actual game itself is not the good part. It's Saturday night before, like I said, with all the skills competitions. Just show me why you got there. Not in another football game, you know, in fun competitions where you can actually go hard for one rep. Throw it as far as you can, you know.
I want to see like tight ends do throwing contests. So like I want to see them switch it up and make
do stuff like that.
players-
Every now and then they'd be having the quarterback accuracy competition, and a wide receiver would step up in there. And they
that's what I want. I want them to switch it up and give it skills on things you're not usually skilled at. Yeah.
Show me a decathlon of events. You know, give me a quarterback that's out there having to punt it and
that's fun.
Punt, pass, and kick, right? Punt, pass, and kick. You see, get it 100 yards in a punt, a pass, and a kick. All those things. But
no, that would be fun. One player from each position represent in the whole like 5, but even catch too, right? Run a route, catch it, tackle a dummy, kick it, punt it, throw one, the whole like do every kind of football thing, and then accumulate the score and have every one person every position do it. That would be pretty good. That's a good idea, Sam. For me, listen, the skills are obviously fun. That's what they need to revert it to. It's a simple fix as far as the legacy status. Nick Wright, I heard him say it, so I won't take any credit for it. You just don't get any. You don't get named. You don't get an official Pro Bowl next to your name unless you were named on the original list, right? You made the Pro Bowl. The votes went to you. You were voted for. You were voted into the Pro Bowl. Whether you go up, whether you show up or not, and whether you participate later or don't, or somebody else gets picked in your name, whatever, you only get the Pro Bowl next to your name in the history books if you were the original person voted into that Pro Bowl. So because here's what we saw over the last few years. The people named to the Pro Bowl, like let's say Myles Garrett's not going to show up. Well, his name still goes in the book for Pro Bowler that year. But whoever replaced him as next man up also goes into the Pro Bowl that year. So that's why you're seeing record teams, like Sam just said, the last 2 years we've set the record with most Pro Bowlers. So have a bunch of other teams, because so many guys are getting to say, well, we only had 4 Pro Bowlers, but because of the subs, 2 more of our guys went. So now we had 6 Pro Bowlers when you really didn't. And so as long as they figure that out and say, okay, you don't actually go in the history books of Pro Bowler unless you were originally voted, that's an easy fix. For me, the players used to understand, and forgive me for being old school here, but the players used to understand we're privileged. Yes, we worked hard our whole life. Yes, we sacrificed our mornings to go do 2-a-days instead of hang with friends and stuff like that. You know, but at the same time, you were a part of a crew and a club that was sort of praised throughout high school, throughout college, and in the NFL, because you're the best football player we got around here. So when you get to the NFL and you get named to the Pro Bowl, those guys used to show up and play hard, because it was, okay, I'm the best at my position. I'm Tyron Smith. I'm the left tackle, and it's me and Micah Parsons all game in the Pro Bowl. Let's go, buddy. Me and you. Mano a mano, best of the best lining up against each other. It's Terrell Owens against, Patrick Surtain. I know that's not 2 names that would see each other, but you get the pictures. George Pickens and Surtain all game long. It's you take the best of the best and you line them up from each other, and you go out and you play hard. Because answer me this. What's the number one injury that we see that actually puts you out of football for 6 to 12 months?
ACL every time.
That's what I was gonna say, ACL.
And what's an ACL? 99% of the time, it's a what?
Non-contact.
Non-contact injury. It didn't even come from football. You could have been jogging and it happened.
That's so
You see what I'm
scary.
saying? So it's not. So what are we talking about? You're going to get a concussion. You'll be fine next year. This is the Pro Bowl. It's the end of the season. What are you going to get? You're going to sprain your ankle. You'll be fine next week. I mean, so what I'm saying is the guys back in the day used to take the pride over the money and say, this is my one chance to line up from the person who they say is just as good as me. Let's find out. That's not the case anymore.
But what if the underdogs end up becoming the top ballers in the Pro Bowl? Then what?
See?
I don't know. I'm just trying to switch it up because I agree with you I do agree with you, but now I'm curious, like, there's a reason I'm hoping there's a good reason they selected who they selected. So maybe
name, image, and likeness is what it feels like there.
Right. Yeah. No, it's a good question, Sam. I don't know. Yeah, my dogs are going crazy again.
Sweet doggies.
Yeah. Is the Pro Bowl failing? No. So just short answer. Yeah, yes, no, or kind of. We'll allow a kind of.
No, it's been failing. They've been trying to revive it the past few years. They need to.
That's what
It's got to continue to get refined. Like I said, no on flag football, more on more unique events.
For me, I don't think I've watched one in 7 years. So whatever that'll tell you, not that I was like the first person to be like, oh, I got to watch the Pro Bowl this weekend. But when they used to, like I said, when the best of the best used to line up against each other, it was fun to watch. When it was Deion Sanders and Michael Irvin across from each other, it was fun and all, anyway. But because they were actually trying to get it done rather than, like Landry said, the last couple of times they played the Pro Bowl games, it was just like, oh, we won't really tackle each other. They're almost playing like two blow. Didn't they turned it into flag the last 2 years, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
See, this is not. It's not okay, guys. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. The Pro Bowl's not failing. They just, like you said, they got to revamp it, revitalize it.
I was going to say, I feel like it's changing. I feel like kind of what Landry said, they're trying to revive it, but they haven't changed it to a way that's suitable for everybody, players and fans.
And that's fair. Yeah.
I feel like they're not headed in the right direction, though. But I don't know what this year's Pro Bowl is going to be like, so I better stop
And
now.
a lot of it, and I won't complain because a lot of it really falls under the name of player safety. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the end, that's what most of it's for. That's why guys aren't showing up, because the playoffs and stuff is more important. That's why guys aren't really risking it. That's why they didn't switch it to flag. It's for player safety, and I'm about safety first. Because here's the thing: while at the same time I'm over here preaching, play out there for some pride. If Dak Prescott did break his leg in the Pro Bowl and wasn't able to start the next season for me, I'd be kind of like, why the hell were you in the Pro Bowl?
Oh gosh, yeah.
It's a give and take.
Makes me nervous just thinking about it. But on another side, congrats to all the Cowboys that did make it. That is awesome of us. And I know you guys said technically, well, it kind of doesn't count, but now that CeeDee Lamb is in his 5th year, him and Michael Irvin are tied for the most with 5 in a row.
Nice.
Yes. I don't know. I was so excited to be sharing beforehand, but now I feel like it was not as fun since CeeDee. I mean, he's in, but
I was just fixing to say, shame on me earlier for saying CeeDee Lamb wasn't a Pro Bowler this year, because as far as the games he was healthy in, he actually was. He was open all the freaking time. He's
a reasonable alternate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it was. It's deserved. Yeah. So fair enough. So where we at? 2-minute spill?
Yeah, we're at the 2-minute spill, but I don't know. We might have to do it team collectively. I know the plan is for me to do it, but I'm watching my mic go crazy, and I'm trying to deal with that. And I don't know. It's becoming a little difficult, so I don't know what we're doing exactly.
All right, this will be fun. Sam, we're going to split the 2-minute spiel. You want the first half or you want the first minute or second minute?
God, I did not write anything down.
That's okay.
So let me see. Can I see the lineup real quick? If so, I'll do the first half. If not, that's okay. Okay. New Super Bowl shockers. Okay, so what do you want me to do the first half, or do you want to do the first half?
Do you remember the Super Bowl stories enough? Because you did the news.
I do remember them a little bit.
I said, I can help out. I can help out. It's just I'm kind of.
We got a team 2-minute spiel.
Yeah, something like that.
I think I'll do what I can remember.
Okay. Well, you just kick us off then, Sam.
Okay, well, of course, we had our updates about how life is lifing and how you need to go get with some Cowboy Revolution apparel, some W Gummy, and use code TSWA for the best discounts you'll ever find ever. And then I gave you some news about the new coachings going on, the GMs going on, people that stood up to take a place that nobody else wanted to take, cough, cough, Browns. Then we talked about some Pro Bowl replacements, which we talked about later on. And then after that, the
Super Bowl stories
stories.
where I told you all about Janet showing the whole planet, her revealing herself, and Justin getting involved and really, wanting to see him some Mrs. J. He said, "I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Sorry, not sorry." He did it on
I
purpose,
am for
and
real.
he was for real. He did it happened. We saw it live on TV. And then we talked about Mr. Thomas Hollywood Henderson snorting the cocaine water on the sideline in the game, and he played like a man on fire. No, he
I'm
played
sure.
like a man on drugs. And
Then the
then we got
man
to
who
halftime
didn't
where,
show
oh
up.
no, yeah, the man who didn't show up and went to Tijuana instead and said, "The guys, we already won the Super Bowl."
Which we cannot forget because that was the best, most astounding story that I've never heard of.
And then I reminded you to fan responsibly and do all the right things, like subscribe, turn on your noties.
Coaching the fans full of playoff disappointment that was handled pretty well. Probably my favorite is the guy missing the kick is up there now. The guy in full guard, helmet down. He's helping Tyler somebody kick, but I can't remember. I forgot who the Ravens kicker was that missed the field goal. Along with Pro Bowl, I'm like I said, I'm off of it. I think it's hardly watchable, and the NFL is, you got to keep it around. It's important. It's the All-Star game, but
it's also with it matters.
2-minute spill run.
February 20th is going to be the best day ever. I mean,
that's probably we didn't even say February 20th. It's going to be the second best day ever.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few best day evers, but that's going to be one of them.
It will be. Tyrone Crawford will join the show February 20th. Thank you guys for joining the show today. If you are here and you haven't, remember, go ahead and throw a like on that thing. Go ahead and throw a subscribe on it. Hit it with a big old subscribe. Put your thumb down. Do it with some purpose and some meaning. And we're going to get up out of here and let you enjoy your weekend. Let you enjoy your Pro Bowl weekend. You go be a pro today. Even if you're not in the Pro Bowl, be a pro every day. And you can be a pro every day by doing what, Sam? Let them know.
For the sake of everything football and the sake of everybody's hearts, fan responsibly. Love you guys.
Peace, guys.
Even though we're not in the Super Bowl, I guarantee you next week is hilarious. Super Bowl week.
I'm a fan of the Star. The Star we are.
What's up, everybody? I'm Super Cowboy.
And I'm Princess Angie, and you are tuned in.
Hi, this is Jane Slater, and you are listening to...
I'm Jess Navarez, and you're watching The Star We Are.
If you're not following them, you are not fanning responsibly.
Plugged in and switched on. This is The Star We Are, live.